Hi everyone. This is part 7 of sentence error, which is subject verb agreement or the pronoun antecedent. Simply, I'm talking about what are the basic rules of subject verb agreement, how subject and verb should agree and give meaningful sentences. So this is subject verb agreement is one of sentence error. So how can we carry these subject verb agreement problems or pronoun antecedent problems? So this is the lesson that we'll discuss with me. So the first rule is if the subject singular, the verb must be singular. Absolutely right. We are talking about subject verb agreement. The verb depends on the subject or the subject depends on the verb. If both the subject is singular and the verb is also possible. So singular mean he is a teacher. The dog is barking. She has left the town. I'm talking about she. And the verb is has left, which is singular. She writes a letter. The subject is she, and writes is a singular verb. She writes a letter, meaningful. Speaker is singular, and the verb is also singular. This is the first case. And the second case, if the subject is plural and the verb is plural, there is subject verb agreement. Means the boys are whispering. The boys play. The boys plural subject and play plural verb, subject verb agreement. If I say on this way like this, the boys plays football. The boys plays football. Sometimes some may understand on this way. Plays may seem a plural verb, but not a plural verb, a singular it means. The boys plays is sentence error. What kind of sentence error? Subject verb agreement problem or pronoun antecedent problem. Pronoun antecedent means the subject doesn't depend on the verb or the verb doesn't precede with a kind of subjective meaning. So there is a problem. If there is a problem, we cannot write meaningful sentence here. So the boys play outside. The children laugh. And the committee passed a resolution about the problem. Or the team have exercised every Monday. I'm talking about the team, not an individual player. So this is subject verb agreement. The subject is plural and the verb is also plural. The third example or the third rule is where the subject of the sentence is composed of two or more nouns or pronouns can either by and use a plural. That's right, yeah. Yes, there are two subjects or compound subjects and they might use or these two nouns can be joined with the correlative conjunction end. So these are an example of plural verb. Plural verb, yeah. The teacher and the students are in the classroom. How many subjects here? The teacher and the students. They are joined by end. So the verb is plural. The mother and the sister. And the boy and the girl. And the maidservant and the husband. The doctor and the patient. These two different nouns are joined with and the verb is always plural. The verb is always plural. If you say like this, the doctor and the patient is in the clinic. Wrong sentence because the verb doesn't agree with the subject. So we cannot get meaning from this sentence. So the verb should be changed into plural. So the patient and the doctor are in the clinic. Absolutely right. So we can write on this way, please. The other basic rules is, when there is one subject and more than one verb, the verb throughout the sentence must agree with the subject. Look here, teachers work in the classroom and students write what teachers told them to write. How many subjects do we have here? Teachers and students. These teachers and students are plural subjects, so they use plural verb, it means. Any given sentence, there might be two different subjects and they are found plural and the verb is also plural. If the subject is two and singular, still it needs plural verb. So here, when two or more singular nouns or pronouns are connected by or not, absolutely right. This is commonly true. A sentence, look here. She is either here or there. She is either, I'm talking about she. He drinks either coffee or water. still singular. In short, when two nouns can be separated or can be joined with either or nor, most of the time the verb is singular here. It's common example. This is the fifth example of subject verb agreement. Look here. He comes or stays there. He comes or stays there. He comes, which is singular verb, or stay, which is plural. Sentence here. What kind of sentence here? Subject verb. Because the second verb stay doesn't go with the subject he. So that's completely meaningless sentence. So this is what I want to say. He comes earlier or stays there. Comes and stays, they are singular verb. The two actions can be separated with or can be joined with the word or. These are the 7 rules of subject verb agreement it means. The other one, when a compound subject contains both singular and plural nouns or pronoun joined by or not, we should agree with the part of the subject that's closest to, yeah, right. Absolutely right. Good. The teacher or the committee members write the guide. What's our focus here? What kind of noun is closest to the noun? We have just two nouns here. The first subject and the first noun, the teacher, and the committee members, another noun. So the verb depends on the nearer verb. The noun which is close to the verb. The noun which is close to the verb is plural verb. The noun which is close to the verb is singular. Singular verb is appropriate. Singular verb is appropriate. Let me give you here. The teacher or the committee members write the guide. The committee members are plural and the word write is plural because committee members are closest to the verb write, so it must be written as a plural. The committee members or the teacher writes the guide. We also have two nouns here, committee members and the teacher. Look, the closest noun is the teacher, which is closest to the verb. So it must be taken as writes because the teacher himself or herself is singular. So it takes writes, which is singular verb. So this is rule 6. Rule 6. We depend on the noun which is closest to the verb if the sentence has compound subjects. This is another basic rule is mean. And the other, all independent pronouns. Independent pronouns take singular verb or agree singular verb. Look here, each, everyone, either, neither, everybody, oneself, everybody, everyone, or anyone, anybody, nobody, somebody, someone, and no one are singular and require singular verb. All independent pronouns take singular verb. That's completely true. That's completely true. Yeah. Let's check here. Anyone can come. Yes, anyone comes. Anyone comes. Whatever any person it means. Anyone comes. Not anyone come. Somebody comes. No somebody come. Somebody comes. Somebody. One person it means. But you don't know the person. So somebody, it signifies one person. Who we do not know the person. So this is an indefinite. So somebody comes rather than somebody come. If you write somebody come, this is sentence here. What kind of sentence here? Subject verb agreement or pronoun antecedent problem because the subject, somebody doesn't go together with the verb comes. So this sentence here. To avoid this one, we depend the subject. What kind of subject is it? Somebody. So if you say somebody, comes is appropriate verb here. Somebody comes earlier. Somebody knocks the door. Somebody tells me. If the verb is simple past, commonly it doesn't have singular and plural form. Somebody told me the truth yesterday. Yes, told is a verb here. We are talking about the past. So both singular and plural subjects take the same kind of verb. You are talking about past verb. This is absolutely right. And the other two singular subjects connected by or either or neither or require a singular verb. Absolutely right. Neither the teacher or the students. Neither the teacher. I want to say one exceptional thing here, except neither nor. Yeah, neither nor takes a plural verb or a singular verb. Neither the teacher nor the student take a rest. Neither the teacher nor the student take a rest. Both nouns are singular and singular verb. One. Second, neither the teachers nor the student take a rest. Still singular verb because the noun nearer to or closest to the verb is singular. The third one, neither the teacher nor the students take a rest. The students, which is plural subject and plural verb. So I can say here, neither the teacher nor the students take a rest, plural verb and plural subject, which is we depend on the noun which is closest to the verb. So we can use on this way. And most of the time, it is true for neither nor, but not either or. Either or takes always singular verb, but we depend on the noun for neither nor. We sometimes use plural verb. This is true. This is true for rule 8. I said here, I don't want to repeat here. Sometimes the subject is separated from the verb by such words along with, as well as, besides, and these words and phrases are not part of the sentence. Ignore them and use a single part, when the subject is singular. A sentence which are conjunctions here. If a sentence joins with this kind of conjunctions, most of the time singular verb is preferable. The teacher along with the student comes early now. I'll repeat once. The teacher along with the students comes to school earlier. Comes to school earlier. I'm talking about the teacher, not the students. The teacher along with the students comes to school. Comes. So comes singular verb because it talks about the teacher, not the students themselves. It means the student together with the teachers. Singular verb, because these are the rules of joining two different nouns with these words. So most of the time, singular verb is preferable. These are some of the basic 10 rules of subject-verb agreement. Using these rules, we can write meaningful sentences by avoiding any kind of interruption or wrong uses of pronoun, wrong uses of subject and verbs. So we have to just take care of or practice using these 10 rules to write meaningful sentences. Anyway, these are all the 7 sentence errors. So I give you some more exercises and rules. I hope you will write an interesting sentence and an interesting paragraph. Thank you for your attention.